Hi, this is Ken Gidge, and I've had a guest here for a while, and he seems like he's taking over. He wants me to use this plant. Look how big it is. Can't use this plant. We're going to go back to our voices. Hold on a second. Oh, I just knocked over the bell. Okay. All right, stop. Wait a minute. Representative Robbins.
Yes.
Please. What was that noise about?
Well, you know, Ken, if I'm going to be on this program as a participant,
yeah,
and this is my fourth time here, my fourth week here.
Yeah, but what does coming?
I have certain requirements that as a performer that I think it's time for some serious negotiation.
Wait, we got to negotiate?
We've got to negotiate.
So what music do you want?
Well, wait a minute. Let me get my list of demands here for a second.
He's got a list of demands.
Well, yeah. All right. Here, let me just go through these.
Well, I don't care what you say. I don't want that flowers.
Well, I was thinking of a big ficus there that would kind of
a ficus. A what?
A ficus.
Ficus.
Be careful now.
Wait, ficus.
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 F-I-C-U-S. Big ficus.
Ficus. What's a ficus?
He knows what a ficus is.
I don't know what a ficus is.
Ficus is a plant. It's one of those little tree-like, shrub-like things that you have in your house.
You don't even know what it is. You can't even explain it.
All right. Let me just get this out. We'll get a big ficus here.
Ficus.
And what I want is I want theme music. I want to make sure that my dressing room is the same size as yours.
No.
That my parking space is the same size and the same location as yours.
Wait.
And I want to make sure that I'm paid the same amount of money that you are for doing this show.
That I can guarantee you.
All right.
But that's it.
And in my dressing room, I do want only red M&Ms.
Red M&Ms.
Red M&Ms.
That's it?
That's it. That's
well,
all.
you know, I used to run a bar, and we had this one entertainer. I forgot his name. The name will come to me. And this was a nightclub in Nashua. It was called Barnaby's. Large place, sat 500 people, just a big place. Rick James.
Rick James.
Rick James.
Yep.
So his manager said, okay, he's booked to come in. I said, great. He says, but he wants one thing. He wants Alaskan crab legs, fresh.
Okay.
So I said, pick them up on the way. Rick James never came to my place. But we did have Livingston Taylor.
Yep.
And he wanted a meal, which was fine because right down the street was, at that time, the Chart House, which was there. Say, who else? That's about it. Oh, Muddy Waters.
Really? You had Muddy Waters?
We had Muddy Waters, yeah.
All right.
Wanted nothing.
I have seen Muddy Waters. He is glorious, and he's older than dirt.
Well, he is because he's dead. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yes, he's been dead a while.
Well, no,
what year are you in? What year is this? Anybody?
This is year 3012 in Gidge world.
All right.
And you know what?
He died.
Did he die?
Yes.
Let's get right into things.
Rock and roll.
Let's get
into. What is Muddy Waters doing at a rock and roll place?
Let's get into the show. Let's figure out what it is we're going to do. I have some questions. I have some questions for you. All right. Last week we talked about Senate Bill 205. 205.
And what was it?
And it had to do. Actually, you did a lot of talking, and I'm not sure. So can you tell us?
No. You haven't taken over as of yet. What was the bill that I was so upset about?
Well, as I understand it, the bill had something to do with rewriting a whole bunch of securities law.
No. It had rewriting the corporate laws.
Okay.
Corporation laws. The whole thing of the corporation laws, and they wanted us to review it and make suggestions in 8 days. 200, and I think it was 19 or 23 pages. And
I thought it was 100.
124. No.
Well, it was a lot of pages.
It was a lot of pages.
All right.
And
you did it, didn't you?
No.
I mean, didn't you go through it and didn't you have some amendments?
No. Yes, I did have some amendments. Well, let me tell you the story.
Okay, go ahead.
For people who don't understand, is that all the money we get paid. How'd you spend your $200, by the way?
Well, given the fact that I've probably gotten about $300 in parking tickets that I've paid between the time I started the legislature. In fact, I think I've got, oh yeah, wait a minute.
You got a parking ticket?
I've got, no, I not only have one, but I've got two.
Okay, let's see. Let's see.
There we go. There.
Here you go. There's one. Okay.
One of them.
Give me the other one.
Okay, here we go.
Give me the other.
There we go.
Okay, I forgot. Don't
All
say
right.
it. He's a politician. He doesn't
when my
have to
car
pay a
gets
damn
booted,
thing.
when my car gets booted in Concord, and I get arrested and taken out of the House chamber in handcuffs,
yes,
his fault.
Did you know you can't? They can't do that.
I did.
They can't come in and arrest you in the house.
Well,
they can get you outside.
They can get you outside. What they can do is
Sergeant of Arms.
The Sergeant at Arms can
is
arrest
old.
Me. Yeah.
This guy's old. What? I don't understand. He's old. What can he do?
What's the matter with being old? I'm old. You're old.
But he can't throw me out. The Sergeant of Arms can't physically throw me out.
Nobody can lock the door and keep you in. And that's happened.
Oh, yes, that has happened. But we're talking about your pocket ticket.
Well, wait. Go to 205. Tell us
no. Parking tickets.
Yes, parking tickets.
The question was, let's go back.
Yeah.
What did you spend your $185, because that's after taxes. We could pay $200 a year. What did you spend it on?
Parking tickets.
All right, parking tickets. So that means you're a state representative in the state of New Hampshire.
Yep.
You have great, I mean, like everyone else, you have great responsibilities.
Yep.
You get 50 cents a mile. Is it 50 cents a mile?
I think it's 55 something a mile now.
55
yeah, I
cents
think
a
it
mile.
is. I think it is.
They went up?
Yeah, well, it went up, I think, in
nickel.
January. It went up a nickel or 55. So I think it's more than likely going to go up in July, too.
Okay. So we get 55 cents a mile.
Right.
Which, what, $37 or something like that, round trip?
Yeah, I think it's 40 something for me.
You get 40?
Yeah.
I live further than you.
No, you don't. I'm right on the Massachusetts border.
Where?
Right off Spitbrook. Exit 1.
Oh, that's right. You are.
Okay.
I forgot.
Oh, it's about a 78-mile round trip.
But hold on. You can't be 2 miles away. Well, anyway, we're arguing about $2, maybe $1. But the point is, we get all these benefits.
Yeah.
You would think a state representative would get at least parking.
Well, we do.
We do, but on a snowy day or a busy day, can you find a place? Can you find a place?
We have a parking structure that's 4 blocks away from the State House. We have a wonderful perk in that respect.
Parking. Parking is a perk.
Paid parking is a perk. Now listen, nobody else gets paid parking.
I got a question. Then if we got so much parking, why do you have parking tickets?
Because I'm a lazy SOB and I park right outside the building and forget to put money in the meter.
Straight. We get paid all this money.
Yeah.
We get parking, right?
Yep.
That's what you say.
We do.
We don't. We get parking if we can get there first.
No, there are 400 spaces.
There is 400 the way these people park. We're lucky to get 300 in there. We don't get 300 in there. There's another parking garage about a mile down the road. Have you ever been in that parking garage?
No.
Okay. You go park there, it's a mile walk. A mile.
And your point is?
Well, the point is, I mean, use your parking tickets. You'd rather get parking tickets than walk?
I told you, I'm a lazy SOB.
Okay.
And
well,
what
anyway,
can I say?
I just think that we ought to have parking.
No. I don't think we should get anything. I think we should get mileage, and that's it.
You don't think we should get parking?
No.
Oh, okay. So let me see. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. That's right. You're a sensible Republican. Let me see. What we do is for $100 a year, which I'm very happy with that. 55 cents a mile. I thought it was 50. I made a nickel more. I'm happy. But now the Republicans wish to take parking away. In other words, you can drive up there, but you have no place to park your car. He's fine with this. He's a Republican. I at least want my car to be parked. Oh, by the way, Silva.
Oh, yeah, what's going on with Representative Silva?
Yes, Silva.
Please, tell us.
He has a cooking show.
Really?
Yes.
Now, I understand he's a really great cook.
How would you know that?
Because
that's Representative Silva.
All right, this is Representative Pete Silva. Every year, I understand he puts on a summer, cookout and he's.
I never got invited. Did you?
Well, yeah, I have been.
You have been invited?
Yeah, Pete's a Republican.
It doesn't make any difference. I'm like a brother. You know, don't brothers stick together? I do a talk show, and I don't get invited to Silver's house.
Well, I hate to say this, Ken, but maybe you're a brother from another mother.
Oh, now he's trying to be funny. Oh, that's very funny of you. I can't believe how funny you are.
No, wait a minute. Are you,
but anyway, Silver, what did he cook?
Are you hurt?
You know what he cooked?
No, what did he cook?
Pigeons.
You're kidding.
No, he had pigeons.
What kind of pigeons?
And you know who we had as a guest?
Who?
Cookson.
Oh, so...
I swear you can't make that up.
Silva cooks pigeons for Cookson.
Ah! Well, they're a little bigger. I think they're called chickens.
Oh.
But since he's not inviting me, they're pigeons.
They're pigeons. All right, they're you know, they're...
He's got a cooking show.
They're farm What's the matter with that?
He's got 2 shows. We get 1. I get 1. And now I got you.
Well, you know, in a couple of months after the move takes place...
the move? Who's moving?
Well, I'm slowly going to be moving around to that side,
oh!
But I didn't want to tell you there was something else involved in the negotiations.
Oh, okay.
Hey, listen, can we get back onto this?
No, wait a minute. I would like Cookson and Silver. I don't think that's fair. He invites you because you're a Republican, but I'm a brother TV person.
Yeah.
And so he does a show that cooks, and he cooks at home.
Well,
right?
I think he also says that state reps who come are asked for a donation, and who knows, you might be making a donation to his campaign. I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
He said Democrats should give money?
Well, no, he said state representatives. The last time that I heard about this, it was, and this was this summer.
He's rich.
No.
He's got more money than both of us.
Well, that doesn't necessarily mean rich.
That's right. This guy, you know, look, you got legs, for God's sakes, that are about 4 feet.
Yeah, I don't
I'm only like 5'8". You got legs 4 feet.
I don't have any socks.
Why don't you walk? Why? But you don't. You pay parking tickets.
I do.
And you think that everyone should. State representatives shouldn't get.
Well, no, I'm actually okay with having the parking structure. It's about 4 or 5 blocks away. It's there. People who work in the legislature use it also when the legislature's not meeting. I'm absolutely fine with that. But I don't. One of the things that we get passes to Cannon Mountain for skiing if we want to.
No, we don't.
We could.
No, we don't.
We could go to Cannon, up until this year, we could go to Cannon, I think it's Cannon Mountain. Wait.
Up till this year, we could have gone to Cannon Mountain.
And skied. Yeah.
We could have gone to Cannon Mountain.
And skied, yeah.
Oh, that's great, but nobody tells us. They told you?
Well,
because you're a Republican.
No, this was an ethics issue that that was aired out. We get in state parks for free.
Okay.
We get a transponder.
We get a transponder.
We get
free tolls.
Yeah, that's it. A transponder. That's, of course, it's only good in the state, but it's orange.
Yes, and of course they know who we are.
That's right.
So when we're speeding, you see, I happen to put a plate on. You don't put a plate on.
I don't put a plate on. No.
You have to have your plate.
I have my plates.
You have to have your plate.
I have to have them.
You've got to put it on.
I do have
reasons for it.
No.
Yes. No. If you put it on, I swear to God, you won't speed.
No, Ken. My brother-in-law calls me Senor Pokey-wuss, so I don't do a whole lot.
Calls you what?
Senor Pokey-wuss.
Which means?
Slow as a something.
You drive under the speed limit?
Well, let's just say sometimes, yeah.
Well, then I'd certainly give you a parking ticket. I mean, I heard about people driving under the speed limit, like 25 miles. I think you got to drive like, what, 40 miles?
40 miles. I think 40 is the minimum.
Right.
No,
Angie Kopka used to do that.
Angie did.
Angie, yes.
She's
92 and she wants to run again.
God love her, and I think
we want to help her.
I think she's going to be running. If she does, I think she's going to be running in my district.
No, she's not there anymore. She's moved.
Where is she?
She's actually she's right next to the liquor store. They built some buildings for people over 80, I guess.
Out by exit 6. Out by exit 6?
No, where's the big liquor store? What is
the big new one.
What?
Yeah, the big new one.
Yeah, next to the
Starbucks, and it's where the Starbucks. Yeah, all right, we know where that is.
Okay,
So
anyway,
okay, yeah, I think she has moved then.
And by the way, she took a driving test.
And how did she do?
Well, she never got out of the parking lot because she sold a house to the guy who was giving her the driving test. So she went around in a circle, knowing Angie. She has a license till she's 101.
Wow.
That's right. That's right. Does that seem fair?
You know what?
I love Angie.
It's not.
She's one of my best friends.
It's not for me to say. There, but for the grace of God, go I.
Oh,
and if I live for another 38 years, I'm going to get to be.
Go through this with.
Can I tell you about somebody?
Wait a minute. I just want to get one thing out of the way.
All right, go ahead.
205.
205. Tell us about 205.
But first, I want to finish with parking. I cannot believe it. Now, I think $100 is fair price. Okay, we get out of $200, they pay us right away. We get $185 after taxes, approximately.
Give or take, yeah.
Okay, we get free tows.
Yep.
Just okay.
Within the state, yeah.
Within the state, okay, and 55 cents a mile.
Yep. Going to and from Concord.
Yes, and that's it.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
And now you want to take the parking places away.
I'm fine with the parking structure.
I mean,
I'm fine with the parking structure. I just don't want. I don't want, any kind of special treatment like parking around the building or anything like that.
Special treatment. Excuse me, they torture us already. If you cannot walk a quarter mile with the wind blowing at 80 miles an hour, seriously, this has happened. With the wind blowing, it's cold. You can see the State House. Some people don't make it to the State House. They got to pull them into the State House. And you're saying we shouldn't have parking? Or that parking place is okay?
The parking garage is okay. I just want to be clear on this. You're saying that a state representative deserves
place to park your car.
A place to park the car that's right next to the State House, as opposed to a garage that's four blocks away.
No, well, you've been there long. Since you don't park in the garage anyway, I
do a lot of the time.
On full days,
yeah,
when everybody's going to be there, it's overflowed. You can't get in.
You
didn't know that?
Yeah, I have. There's been one day that I got late and I couldn't get in.
You couldn't get in.
Right. So I had to park in the street a couple of blocks away.
But you just told me that you. Okay. So you didn't get parking. Don't you think we at least deserve parking? And you say no?
Well, what I was saying was I'm fine with the way the system is. I just don't think we should get any kind of enhanced parking or anything like that.
Enhanced parking? There's no enhanced parking. What do you get? What do you get? And by the way, I want to know why there are all these yellow bags all around the place.
You can't talk that way about my mother-in-law.
Your mother-in-law? Oh, I got it. I got it. You're really funny. No, on the parking meters all around the State House.
All right.
They got numbers on them?
Yeah. No, my mother-in-law is pretty brave.
So go ahead. So who are those?
Well, those are for people who are committee chairs and vice chairs and muckety-mucks.
So they get parking, and us peons have to walk.
Well, they get parking. Apparently, they're assigned spaces, and the bags over the parking meters are the assigned spaces.
Well, I think up here, I think the Republicans, there is a limit of what you guys do. And I think this goes a little too far. And I think people are getting a little mad. And we're not complaining about parking. There's your tickets. He doesn't. No, you understand. I think the Republicans just have gone too far. I think they're hurting people. Now the Republicans want to take away parking. And by the way, should we give you your award? Well, I think we should. You want to give the award now?
I do like awards, and
okay.
Anything to get us off of this topic. Please, go right ahead.
Okay.
What award is this?
Where's the camera? Oh, here we go.
Well,
I can't read it. Which camera are we on? Okay, it's looking right at me. I guess you could.
All right, this is perhaps, you know what? Well, no, that's all right. You can hold it.
Yeah.
Here's the story on that. I voted against the House Bill 437, which was the bill to abolish same-sex marriage. And I am now one of the folks who's been targeted by the National Organization for Marriage because I have betrayed Republican principles. And there's a full-page ad last week in the Concord Monitor, in the Telegraph, and in the Union Leader, and perhaps some other papers. Attention, New Hampshire Republicans. The cause of marriage was betrayed by the Republican state representatives listed below. They led voters to believe they supported traditional marriage, but instead voted in favor of same-sex marriage. Now, the irony in this is that if you look carefully on that, you'll see names like D.J. Betancourt.
Yeah.
Pam Tucker. Sean Jasper.
Wait a minute. Well, I don't see Silver.
Well, no,
Silver?
No.
Silver doesn't believe in fair.
I have no idea. Okay. I'm not going to. But what I am saying is,
so he's got to show the cooks pigeons.
Well, big pigeons.
Now he's not on this.
Well, but what this is.
I'm discouraged.
Well, I want to let you know. This is like $2,000 or $3,000 worth of free advertising for me.
Yes. And one more time, I really want people to look at it. Okay, that's it. All right.
So I'm
going to put it down, but I want to just say a few things about this.
Right. Please go right ahead.
You know, okay, we had a minor glitch. You probably know that I'm not in the same souped-up mood. And you just had seen what I think from the Telegraph, which was a full-page ad criticizing the individuals who voted against the repeal of same-sex marriage. And what I don't understand, Republicans seem to be eating their own over this one. It's not nice, okay? But what really gets me, and I will bet you that it gets most of the people in New Hampshire, and that is, stay the hell out of New Hampshire and mind your own damn business. Because enough people coming in here, we can take care of ourselves. And though I'm against most of what he does, I can tell you, I don't like it. I don't believe he likes it. We got a presidential campaign coming down here. We have representatives. I'm going to run again, so isn't David. And we're sick of people coming in here with these PACs and telling everybody what they should do. They spent, I don't know, thousands of dollars for that. They did the Telegraph. That's the Telegraph. They did the Union, and they do the Concord Monitor. To trash you. To trash you over one subject. One subject. And I don't like that. So I would say, okay.
As I say, what I was saying is that I really appreciate what they've done in this respect. They've given me a great deal of publicity. They have given me an issue to run on. They have, not only was I voting my belief, but I'm voting the way most of my constituents feel. I'm absolutely positive of that. So in no way am I profiling courage. I'm just doing what I think is the right thing to do. And these folks from the National Organization for Marriage are giving me a campaign edge. And it's wonderful.
And
I love it.
Honest to God, stay out of New Hampshire. Mind your own damn business. It really upsets me. People coming in and telling us. And Republicans, as I said, are eating their own now. Because they're just a one-issue campaign against Republicans. I don't like that. I just don't like that. I don't like a lot of what the Republicans do, but what they did to you is not fair.
Well, I appreciate your saying that, and let's see how things unfold.
Okay. Now you have a few things you would like.
I do.
But we didn't talk about 205.
Well, I'll tell you what. How about if we get to 205 before the end of the end of the program?
It's all over.
All right, it's all over.
It's all over. They canned it.
May I read you a couple of sentences here?
Reading is boring to the people out there. You do know that.
Let me take this out here.
Okay.
Ask State Representative Tony Soltani, and he'll tell you he is dangerous. Not because a sign on the front door says he'll shoot whoever comes in without permission. Not because he participated in a high-speed chase last week.
He's a Republican.
That landed him in handcuffs. He says he was just trying to help out the police officer in pursuit. And not because he was charged with negligent driving in 2006. After which he said he didn't realize he made contact with another vehicle as he was reaching.
He didn't realize he made contact with another vehicle.
As he was reaching for a Diet Coke. On his way to Concord.
Wait. He was reaching for a Diet Coke.
On his way to Concord.
Yeah.
To attend a Judiciary Committee hearing.
And he
got into an accident. One last sentence. I'm a dangerous guy. I know. I'm strange. I don't see my role as just towing the party line, Soltani, an Epsom Republican, said inside his law office last month. What do you think of Tony?
He's crazy. He says he's crazy. He's nuts. He's nuts. He gives you guys a hard time. He's a Republican. I mean, you've collected them. You know, you've got the what? The free staters, which there's nothing free. You've got the libertarians, which are fine, but they sometimes go with the free staters. You got him, which is, he's nuts, completely nuts, reaching his hand out to get a what, Diet Pepsi?
A Diet Coke.
And he hits a car, and he didn't know it.
Allegedly.
Well, he was arrested for it.
Well, you know, this is attorney speak. All of this is allegation. But what I wanted to say is the reason that he's in the paper is because he and Speaker O'Brien are feuding. He has a disability that impairs his mobility, and he has accused Speaker O'Brien of sticking him in a seat in the middle of an aisle, in the middle of a row where he can't get in and out easily.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Republican speaker. Here's a person who does have a hard time sometimes. He was in a wheelchair recently, and now he's up. So what the speaker does is they put him right in the middle. That means when you get up to go out, let's say to go down to the well to speak, or you want to speak, or you want to ask a question, he's got to get everyone to get up, to get out, to get down there. Speaker O'Brien shouldn't do that.
Well, of course, the way we're set up, somebody's got to be in the middle of the row. I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle.
Well, there you go. How many times do you speak?
I probably don't speak that often.
Well, how many times have you spoken?
I probably have gotten up half a dozen times in the last year and a half.
Half a dozen?
In the well, yeah.
The last time I got up, there was like 20 minutes over an issue. This is true, 4 Republicans spoke. It was my turn to speak. Everybody wanted to hear what I had to say because I usually have fun doing it. Mm-hmm. I make the point, but I have fun. O'Brien says, I'm sorry, time is up. And I go, excuse me, Mr. O'Brien, there's 4. He walks over to the podium and starts talking, and I'm standing there. So as a Democrat, I couldn't speak. But that's because he's got this rule now, whatever the rule is. You're all supposed to be there for 3 to 5 minutes. That's fine. I agree with that one. Mm-hmm. But here I am, number 4 on a list, and I can't speak. This is Republicans again. That's awful.
So you were 4th on the list, or were you 5th on the list?
4th.
4th on the list.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, anyway, that's what happened. What else you got? You got something else. What's this about Republicans being, did you say scumbags yourself? You said scumbags.
When did I say that?
Don't give me that. You started the show saying that.
Let's go back and look at the tape. I don't think I said scumbags.
Excuse me. Wait, no, you didn't say it on tape. You said it. Now, wait a minute. I don't believe you said it.
If it's not on tape, it doesn't exist.
Oh, okay. All right. Well.
Here, you're going to like this.
Here we go. You're reading again.
Tony Soltani.
Can't remember.
No, that's because I can't see it on the teleprompter.
See what?
There's absolutism, Soltani says. It's become the dominant philosophy of the House Republican leaders. Absolutism in practice and procedure is much more dangerous than an abstract thought, he said. O'Brien thinks the ends justify the means as long as I get the votes I want and get it passed. Now, I don't agree with Tony. I like Tony a lot. I think he is a very smart guy.
He's strange.
I think he goes over. We're all strange, Ken.
No. He's strange.
We're all freaking strange.
No. You're strange. I'm strange. He's strange. He says he's strange.
All right. Well,
he writes that he's strange. Okay, but he happens to be a Republican. But we have our own. And by the way, where he sits, okay, in the middle,
Yep.
the first person who has the correct seat, the first seat would be the speaker. Mm-hmm. Excuse me, it would be, in my case, the former speaker, Norelli.
Yep.
So you would know who's first. The last seat, that means the last seat, you would also know who you'd put there. Because it's the last seat. Mm-hmm. It's me.
Really?
Yes.
Are you in the last?
Yeah, there's a Republican here.
Yep.
Republican. Republicans behind me, 2, and then there's a Democrat. I'm the last one.
What is?
She doesn't like me.
So Majority Leader Norelli doesn't like you?
Doesn't like me. Whoa! You put somebody in a seat like that, it's like throwing me away.
How could someone not like you? You're warm and you're funny and you're fuzzy and you're personable.
See, you're strange. No one's going to believe that.
Yeah, that's true. Is my nose growing longer?
Yes, it is. And you know what? I keep telling people that I go down to go to the bathroom, all right, and I come back and I find there was the Democrats tried to sell me to the Republicans for $25. And for $50, the Republicans said, keep them. And I got no percentage of this.
You know,
I've got a Republican who said if I join the Republican Party, they'll take care of my campaign.
Well, I think I know of 1 or 2 Republicans that if you were to join the Republican Party, they'd probably leave. they would leave politics entirely.
Well, then that might be the way to get rid of some Republicans.
Speaking, and I'm not going to read this, but speaking of Republicans and Democrats, there's a great clip here from the Portsmouth Herald, and it's by a fellow who ran for governor as a Democrat 2002, Mark Fernald, and he says those SOB Republicans.
Well, what's SOB?
Well, I can't say that on the
Well, you can read it in the paper. Spell it. These
son of a
britches. Son of a britches. These son of a
britches.
Okay.
2010, the Republicans came up with a clever story that the Democrats had just cooked the books on the budget.
Cooked the books. We didn't cook the books.
All right. What he is saying is that it's all smoke and mirrors. The Democrats did a wonderful job in 2007 and 2010.
When we came in, the unemployment rate was 4.9. How much is it now?
Well, when you came in.
Yeah, 4.9.
What about when you left?
4.9.
No.
No. When you guys took it over, it was 4.9. Right now it's 5.2. You guys raised it. Oh, and by the way, what about that $9 million, that tax taken off cigarettes? Have you heard anything about that?
Oh, yeah, you beat me over the head with
Is
that
that coming back?
I don't think so. I think
you think they're going to let it go by?
I think it's going to be a lost leader. I think it's going to be a way to entice people into the state.
A lost leader.
Just the way when you walk into a grocery store and you've got lost leaders looking at you there, and you buy them and then you go in.
You're talking as cigarettes, as lost leaders.
No, lost leader. In other words,
that's lost leader.
LOSS. In other words,
lost.
Yeah, lost. You
leader.
Said lost.
Did I say it wrong?
No, you said lost. LOST.
Oh, okay.
All right. I just wanted to be clear
we
about
have
that.
lost a lot. Lost. Okay, I'm sorry. I sometimes get that way.
Yeah, we've lost the loss.
Yes, we certainly have.
But what happens is people come in, cigarettes are here, they come in, they buy other stuff, they do other
chips.
stuff.
They buy chips.
Chips?
Do you think they're going to come to New Hampshire to buy the whole groceries just to buy cigarettes?
No, but what happens is it's a little bit here, a little bit there. You go into a store and you buy cigarettes and you pick up bread, you pick up milk, you pick up...
leader.
A lost leader, yes.
No, lost leaders are something like steaks and hamburgers, maybe even milk, maybe even juice. Cigarettes is lost leaders?
Maybe what
you want smokers coming...
Well, yeah, and actually, if you think about
that's awful.
If
9.5 million you lost.
Well, if we encourage smoking, we might be able to help the healthcare insurance issue.
Okay. So if we keep smoking or smoking more,
yeah, if people smoked more, they would probably tend to die sooner.
Did what?
they would probably tend to die sooner. Would you agree with that?
They would die sooner, yeah.
Would you agree that if people smoke more, they would die sooner?
Yes,
and as a result,
correct.
we would probably use fewer healthcare resources to on the other end. Would you agree with that?
Yes, he's like a lawyer. Yes, I would agree. We get loss leaders.
Yeah. No, I'm not advocating that because it would be wrong.
They smoke.
Because it would be wrong.
They get sick and they die, so it costs us less.
All I'm saying is...
And that's a good way to do it.
No, I'm not saying it's a good way. I'm just saying that's the reality.
Wait a minute. You might have something. Why don't you do the statistics, the stats on that? Maybe you're right. Maybe people are dying because they smoke. But you suggested, you did this. I didn't do it.
Well, no, I
couldn't have done that.
I'm just offering, one of the things that I do is I raise issues for consideration so that we can look at all sides of things.
What? Look at all, wait, loss leaders to, if they get cancer, they die early and we save money on insurance?
Well, you agreed with me.
Well, I agree that people who smoke more die quicker.
Okay.
Okay.
And probably
use
fewer
how about if they
dollars.
buy the cigarettes and go to Massachusetts and die? That's no good for us.
No, actually what it does is that means we don't have to pay for the health issues in the state. It's handled by Massachusetts.
Now wait a minute. Let's see if I have this straight. So if they stay here and die quicker, we save money. So that's what you said?
Well, that's one place it would lead.
Okay, so let's work this thing through.
I think I've got it. So what we should do is we should charge a higher tax for New Hampshire residents than for Massachusetts residents, because the volume will be made up when the Massachusetts residents come. They'll go back to Massachusetts, they'll smoke, and they'll die. You
know something?
No, I'm not saying it's right.
No, I couldn't make this up. I don't think I could get you to say which he did. So he wants to charge more for insurance.
No.
You just said that.
No, what I'm saying is...
You just said that. We got it on tape.
What I said was...
You charge New Hampshire more money.
No, what I'm saying is...
Because they smoke?
If that were to happen...
You give them 10 cents off a pack.
If that were to happen. And I'm also saying it's wrong.
What?
I said that I would not agree to that. However, this is something that, just following the logic. There's a certain logic to it. It's not good logic, but there's logic nonetheless.
There's logic to it.
Yeah, it's not good logic, but there's logic.
Logic to it.
Isn't there? I mean,
so
isn't it a logical argument?
I got a great idea.
Go ahead, please.
Why don't we take 25 cents off a pack? They'll buy more, and they'll die quicker.
Well, but that will only work if it's non-residents.
If they're non-residents?
Yeah.
So you don't want people in New Hampshire to smoke?
Well, they certainly smoke if they want to.
Well, I know, but they'll get cancer and die, and we have to pay for it.
Well, but didn't you
say... But then we don't have to pay for it.
Didn't you say that if they moved to Massachusetts and died, that we would save money?
No, you said that. You said that. I said if they come to Massachusetts,
did I say that?
Yes, you did. And I said, yeah, they come from Massachusetts, they buy you cheap cigarettes and they go away. And you said, well, that's good, because they die early.
But it would be wrong.
But you said it was right.
No, I just was laying out the possibilities.
The possibilities. I will win the lottery.
You remember how Richard Nixon, when he said about Watergate, we could do this, we could do that, we could do the other thing, we could go into the Watergate, but it would be wrong. See, he wasn't advocating it. He was just saying, well, this could be done, but we shouldn't do it. That's what I'm saying.
You're getting really strange. But if anyone out there thinks this show has changed a little, it has. Dave will be part of it, I guess. I'm not sure. Or maybe I will be the part of it. I mean, he wants theme music. He wants the same size dressing room, which is the bathroom. Does the door lock in the bathroom?
Is that what that room is?
Yeah, the door locks in the bathroom. He doesn't want us now, who work for $100 a year, to have pocket. We're going to pay tickets. He's paid how much in tickets? 200 tickets?
It's been at least 250.
Okay, so it's changed. Our show's changed a little, and I kind of like it. So it's all in fun. But when you make a statement like cigarettes,
Did you used to smoke?
Yes.
All right, so did I. I used to smoke cigarettes, cigars, a pipe, and some of the funny stuff.
Some of the funny stuff.
The funny stuff, yeah.
Wait, well, hold on. I can't believe you.
Why?
This is just too good. There's too many things on there that I could go after you on. Now you're smoking the funny stuff.
Ken, my life is
It's the marijuana. You smoke marijuana. Do you still smoke marijuana?
No. No, I don't smoke anything anymore.
Oh, come on now. You don't smoke. Do you think people should have the ability or the right to smoke marijuana?
You know, I think I probably do. I think that at the very least, the medical aspect of it.
Grow it at home, like Maine.
Yeah, actually, I've got a nice sunny exposure in the backyard, and I've got lots of compost.
You know, you keep digging yourself into these holes. All right, okay. And tonight I will go get some seeds and plant them. You won't know about it. Then I'll call up the police, and you'll get arrested.
I did that. I did that one time.
You call the police?
No,
you got arrested.
I was 22 years old.
You got arrested?
No. Wait a minute. Let me get finished here. Real quick. I was 22 years old. A friend of mine and I in New York, and this was well beyond the statute of limitations. This was 40 years ago. Went to my sister's house, and we were goofing around, and we happened to have some seeds.
Yeah.
It was like March, and we just, for the heck of it, we put them under the dryer outlet where the hot air comes out of the dryer. Outside. And about 2 months later, I got a call from my sister, and she was kind of pissed. Oh, can I say that?
Yes, you can.
And
you grew a plant?
And then when I went down to talk with my then brother-in-law, he reamed me out because he had a 3-foot plant there, and he didn't know what it was.
There was a 3-foot plant, and he didn't know what it was? Did you take it down for him?
No, he got rid of it because he thought this was a really strange-looking weed, and then I think somebody clued him in, and he was pretty darn grumpy about this.
Well, okay, my son, you know, is in China teaching English to the Chinese.
I didn't know that.
Yes, and he is right across the river or the little ocean next to Hong Kong. He's teaching the Chinese English.
Okay.
And he's also learning the language, Mandarin.
Okay.
Okay. Now, we have been silly. We have on the 12th of May an art show that's taking place here. Did you know that? You know that.
I had heard about that. In fact, I think I offered to sponsor something.
You are. So what we're going to do is we're going to get artists to come in, and they're going to bring their work. And they're going to put it up, and we're going to film some of it, interviews, etc., and then they're going to play the shows.
You know, do you suppose that we can get some of this stuff up here before that so we can promo it and preview it and
possibly we can. So,
I think that'd be wonderful.
But the artist gives a percentage to the place for putting the show on.
And
this is the TV.
Do I understand that you're one of the artists as well?
Yes. Now, well, wait a minute. So they give the artist who sells something gives some to the TV station for putting it on.
Okay.
Now,
okay.
What I came up with was sponsors.
Uh-huh.
You're a sponsor, correct?
I am.
Okay. So what a sponsor has to do is to come in and buy a piece of art. That's it. And the art will start. All artists must bring work in from, 25, 50, and then they can go to 10,000 if they want to, and they think they can sell it.
Mm-hmm.
But they have to bring in at least 4 sponsors themselves.
Right.
We will be doing the first show to get the kinks out of it.
Yep.
Then we're going to have 2 artists come in and do a show.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to split. We'll give some of the proceeds to the station, which helps the station, which helps the artist because they're going to get TV. The sponsors are going to get about 7 days. They can mention their names. The names will be mentioned. Their business, obviously, if they have websites, if they, Facebook, whatever. The best, least expensive advertising. We cannot, the station cannot say, go here. Mm-hmm. We can just say, here exists. All right, like Alex Shoes. Let's do so. Telly, they could be a sponsor, Telly Buick.
Mm-hmm.
Peters, name some stores. Let's name some stores.
Oh, all the restaurants downtown.
No, name the restaurants.
Michael Timothy.
They could be a sponsor.
Yep, they could be a sponsor.
They get a lot of publicity.
They could.
That's right. Who else?
Chamber of Commerce.
Chamber of Commerce? They're Republicans. They wouldn't. Okay. Oh, Chamber of Commerce is good.
Yeah.
Chamber of Commerce will do it.
I mean, they could. If somebody's got to ask them.
Yes. So it's really simple. It's our Dick, okay, myself, sort of came up with it. He came up with I'll give Dick the credit. I'll give Dick all the credit.
Who's Dick?
Who's Dick? He's running the cameras. You don't know that.
Well, yeah, I know that, but there are people watching this show. Who's Dick?
Well,
just tell them who
he already know. They know that already. You just only been here 4 times. Didn't I say last week, thanks, Dick, for running the cameras?
Richard who?
You're not smoking the 3-foot plant. Richard.
Richard, yeah, no, I know.
Mr. Gagnon in there.
Richard Gagnon, who's the fellow who is really the heart and soul of this station.
Yes, we said that.
Well, I think it's important to say it again because I really appreciate all the work he's doing.
You're so full of it. I tell you, it's amazing. Well, let me finish this.
Please, go ahead.
I love it.
Well, this just goes on and on and on. Let's cut to the chase.
Well, what has happened, what we're trying to do is, if we get somebody from Goffstown, and we do have somebody from Goffstown, who is going to be one of the very first guests. This station is in Goffstown. Dick runs 2. All right, but since it's a Goffstown person and a Nashua person, they can run it here and they can run the show in Goffstown.
Right.
2 stations, right? Artist.
Right.
So let us say we get to the point where we get 50 stations, each doing their own shows around the area. There are approximately 4,000 of these stations. 4,000.
Nationwide.
Right, nationwide. If we could get everyone to try to collect stations together, guess what? We're going to have someone from Litchfield. That Litchfield wants to do one. We'll send someone from Nashua, get an artist from Nashua, so they can, also play it here.
All right, so the thing is, art show, May 12th. Between now and then, we're going to have some art and do some previews and talk more about this. Is that right?
We are.
I'm excited by this. I really am.
Well, no, they've got to be sponsors. We need sponsors.
All right. I'm going to go out and ask some people if they'd like to sponsor.
And what they get for a sponsor, what you get for a sponsor is you get a lot of publicity.
Right.
Now, since we're going to be now on 2 stations and possibly 3 because they'll play the same show, that's a heck of a lot of publicity these people are going to get.
Now,
but the artist is also going to get publicity, and the TV station makes money.
All right. So I'm a state rep. If I'm sponsoring this and I pay $25 or $50 for a piece of art,
to buy a pay.
Can I take that out of my campaign fund, and do I have to file ethics papers on it?
Oh, stop it! Just come in and buy some. Well, you're going to advertise that you're running for.
Yeah,
I'm not sure you can do that.
Well. All right, maybe we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Richard
will figure it out.
Yes.
I got to tell you, I'm always looking for the angle.
But listen, this guy is taking over. He's looking at how many more minutes we got?
We have approximately 10 more minutes.
We have 10 more minutes?
Approximately 10 more minutes.
Now, because we had 2 interruptions.
We did.
Your battery ran out, right?
And your battery ran out.
It was my battery.
Yeah. How was your pacemaker?
Very good.
All right, so that didn't run out.
Well, since I quit smoking and I die early, we're going to save a lot of money. But if I go to Massachusetts...
Well, yeah, I
don't believe you. You're saying all those things. I can't believe it. I couldn't say that. Something get away with it.
I'm a horrible person.
But Silver cooking pigeons. It wasn't pigeons, but I'm going to call it pigeons because I am not getting invited to his house to eat. You are to his outdoor.
You know what? I'm going to make sure you get an invitation.
We're brothers. We're here. We're brothers. And this is how he treats me. So he's cooking pigeons. And who's his first guest? Cookson. Cookson.
Right. Well, this is Alderman.
Can he cook?
Alderman Cookson.
Does he know how to cook?
I have no idea.
Or did he just bring the pigeons?
I know that Pete knows how to cook. I know that Pete's a very good cook.
Okay, what does Pete cook?
Pete cooks Italian dishes. And I have heard from a number of people.
Okay, his last name is?
Silva, S-I-L-V-A.
Is that Italian?
I believe it is.
Silver's Italian?
I think so.
You know what? I got a name like Gidge.
What the heck is Gidge?
People say
what
Gidge.
Gidge?
People say, oh, I got something to tell you. I've always been saying that my grandfather missed the Titanic.
Yep.
Always been saying that.
Yep.
So it was verified today. Verified this very day. My grandfather missed the Titanic. And he took another ship over and they picked up some people in boats.
What, was he on the iceberg that was trying to hit the Titanic?
No, he wasn't on the iceberg.
Okay.
He was in another ship. He missed the Titanic.
All right.
So here we are.
So if he'd been on the Titanic, the chances are that you wouldn't be here.
Right. Right.
So that I might be the sole host.
You're trying. I got one other thing.
Okay, go ahead.
One other famous thing.
Yeah.
When I was in Boston, I was a doorman at a very important place. It's where the publisher and editor of the Atlantic Monthly lived. And there was a lady upstairs who was 102.
Really?
She came down, and I used to help her down the stairs, up the stairs, in a wheelchair. One day, I took a flower, went like this, and she put her hand like that, and she took it. And the lady who was with her went, what? She's allergic to flowers? So they go. The lady comes down. Now, this was in the 60s.
Yeah.
The lady comes down the stairs. She said, you know who she is? I said, no, I don't know who she is. Abraham Lincoln kissed her when she was a little baby on top of her forehead.
Wow.
Me, the lady, and Abraham Lincoln. And my grandfather, Mr. Titanic. Do you have anything like that?
I don't. I am in awe. So you're like 2 degrees of separation from Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln. Yeah. And if
and
you
even look like
work it out. No, you look like Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you look like Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
With Moby Dick, the Moby Dick thing.
yeah, Captain Ahab.
Yeah, you look like Captain Ahab.
I hadn't thought about that, but I think you're right.
Did he ever have glasses?
Ahab, I don't know, but I think Gregory Peck did, and he played Ahab.
So I know that's not the question. The question was, did Ahab have glasses? But you said the actor had glasses.
Well, I think.
But he didn't wear the glasses.
I honestly don't know. He probably wore them between scenes when he was, looking at scripts and stuff like that. Oh, but then he was Gregory Peck.
You're really strange. I can't believe this. I thought I was going to be strange. You're stranger than me tonight. Hard to believe.
I think that's kind of a backhanded compliment, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And those people who put your name in the newspaper, Republicans eating their own, but I'm so sick of people coming into the state and telling us what we ought to do or how bad we are. The people in the state already tell us sometimes how bad and good we are.
You know, you realize by saying that, what you're essentially saying is we want to do away with the New Hampshire primary. Do you really want to do away with the primary?
No.
Okay, because then what happens? People come into the state from out of state with lots of money and they tell us how to vote.
Yes, but you want people saying bad stuff about you?
I don't care.
You don't? Well, I care.
Well, thank you very much.
Well, it makes the state look bad.
No,
it makes the Republican Party look bad.
Thank you for caring about whether the Republican Party looks bad or not.
We're going to have to say goodbye.
All right. Well, I think.
Okay, you have something to say because I have a number of things to say.
All right, real quick.
We got about 4 minutes.
All right, 60 seconds.
No, we got 4 minutes.
All right. Well, you are Mitt Romney's campaign manager.
I am?
Make believe you are.
Make believe.
Okay. And you're responsible for bringing Mitt names for vice presidential candidates.
Okay.
And I am your trusted lackey. And I have a list of names.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we should have done this earlier.
All right. I'm going to run a couple of these names by you.
Okay, Romney.
I want you to say it would help him, it would hurt him, doesn't make a difference. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Sarah Palin.
Never.
It would hurt
Awful.
him. Hurt him.
Awful.
John Huntsman.
Yes.
John Huntsman.
Probably one of the best.
Would help him.
The best.
Gingrich.
No. Never.
He's
too smart. He trashed Romney.
All right. Santorum.
No, but I'll tell you what. There's a picture of Santorum, and I'm in the picture, and it was on the web. Did you know that we had?
No, but we're going to talk about that next week. Ron Paul.
No, never.
Okay. A couple of others. Michelle Bachmann.
No.
Olympia Snowe.
Michelle Bachmann. Olympia Snowe, yes.
All right.
I think the Republicans would vote for her.
One more. Bobby Jindal, who's Louisiana governor.
Oh, no.
All right.
Disgusting.
Now, what you have said, you've only had
we got a minute.
You said two people, Olympia Snow and John Huntsman. You realize that both Romney and Huntsman are white, rich Mormons from Utah.
Yeah.
So we want a mono Mormon ticket.
I heard something bad about Mormons.
What's that?
I can't say because I got to say goodbye.
All right, you say goodbye.
Okay. So my name is Ken Gidge, and my email is kgg, as in Gidge, IDGE @AOL.com. I'm on Facebook. So if you want to get me on Facebook, then get me on Facebook.
Excellent.
Okay, I think that's about it.
Well, can I just say goodbye and would like to invite you back here next week to Dave World, and look forward to seeing you and I'll be working with my guest,
Dave's World. Yeah. Hey, guess what? Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Harry.
Hey, take care.
Good night, Harry.
Good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are.
Oh, good. Here we go. Thanks.
All right. Bye-bye now.
See ya.